That building's a law office. This is the United States Courthouse and Post Office. It's not a post office anymore. It's built in 1935. The halls of justice will defend your life and liberty to the end of time. This is this old hotel building. Its name escapes me right now, but it was open for quite a long time. Let me guess, I bet there's lawyers in there now. Yeah. Okay. I'm almost kind of lost. I don't quite remember where I'm at here. That's the old Huntsville Times building, that big tall building that's up there with the limestone. Here's a famous Huntsville parking lot where a historical building used to be that they tore down. Building says Looter on the front of it. It's Looter Hardware. Okay, take a look at this building here. Now you can't tell much from this angle, but when we get around it, I'm going to see if you know what this used to be. I know, because I've already looked it up. I can go to the Huntsville Library and I go look at the old city guides and cross-reference addresses, and tells me what things used to be. Now I'll make a point to show you right here. This used to be a busy intersection, and they totally reconfigured all this when they built 565, and there used to be a lot of stores and gas stations and stuff like that, and now there ain't shit here. But anyway, back to this one. Haven't figured it out yet. See if I can get across the street there. This walking's doing me some good. My stamina's going up. I can run now, finally. All right, now take a look at it. Get it yet? It used to be Hill Chevy, a Hill Chevrolet dealership before it moved north. That building's also closed now, but it's something else now. Turned into Larry Savage Chevrolet sometime. So I'm gonna go back across the street over here, I think. So if you wanted a new Chevy in the 1940s and 50s, this is where you'd come. Conveniently located right downtown. For the best deal on a 1951 Chevrolet, see Hill Chevy dealership. Probably called something like Hill Motor Company. Another world famous historic Huntsville parking lot where some historic buildings used to be but aren't any longer because Huntsville tore them down. There's the Times building again. Check this out. This is the absolute pinnacle of Huntsville redevelopment. They wiped out almost an entire, no, that actually is. That's an entire city block they leveled for, guess what? More parking. Oh, we love parking in Huntsville. It's not because there's a lot of stuff going on down here. Just we love parking. Let's go check this out. There used to be a grocery store on the south side of this block. Used to be a Piggly Wiggly. So let's go down here and see if we can find where it used to be. Okay. It's not hard to tell this is where the Piggly Wiggly was. This would have been the doorway. Walked in right here, and that was the layout of it. They used the old floor, I'm assuming. Come over here, let's cross over. You see some artifacts right there in the concrete. Probably had some things drilled into the floor. You would have walked in. Checkouts would have been right here. Walk back here, down the aisles. Then your shopping back room would have been somewhere in this area right back here. Yeah, there's some paved over drains and stuff back here. I had the bathrooms and things back here, and this thing opened sometime in the late 40s, I guess, and I don't know when they tore it down, but course, they got rid of this son of a bitch. You can't have an old building down here. They don't want grocery stores down here. They don't want gas stations, and they don't want repair shops. And the fact that Goodyear service center over there has survived this long without being knocked down, and it would have been, is shocking. So yeah, it's a very, look over here, there's a very vintage set of apartments over there. Can you see those? Built in the early 1920s. Yeah, I forget the name of those, but you can look it up if you want to. There's pictures of it on the internet. Church over there. Alright. Okay, I've rock and rolled a little bit further along, and I'm standing on the side of one of Huntsville's bustling streets here. Just wait for all this traffic to go by. But you see this building here? This building across the street I'm looking at used to be a grocery store, and I don't remember the name of it anymore, but it used to be a grocery store. And bear with me. Anyway, the interesting thing about this grocery store is that the parking lot was up above it up here on top of the store. So we're gonna go up the street here. Yeah, get on it. Like Uncle Phil says, give her hell. So I'm gonna show you something else when we get up to this next corner up here. Let's cross over the street here. Watch out for the traffic. What if I laid down out here? I wonder if I get hit. Okay, so let's take the stairs there. We'll take the stairs. See that? I just jogged up the stairs. Okay, that's the roof of this old grocery store, and the parking's up above it up here. Ain't that neat? Obviously this place is built tough. Okay, this is the last thing that I wanted to show you. We're walking across another one of these scenic blank parking lots. There's more over there. Now, I know there are those of you who love parking lots, and you'd rather see parking lots more than anything else. You don't want old stupid ass historical buildings because they're old and they smell and they creak. And they're hot in the summer and cold in the winter. But we go over here. Oh boy, watch out for the traffic. Now, here's a marker. I'll interrupt myself by talking about this. Madison County car sitting there. Calhoun House. On this site stood the Calhoun House, used as a federal courthouse where Desperado Frank James was tried and found not guilty by jury trial on April 25th, 1884 for robbery of a government payroll near Muscle Shoals, Alabama, March 11, 1981. Damn, what a paragraph. One of his defense attorneys was Huntsville Leroy Pope Walker, first Secretary of War of the Confederate States of America. Okay. Where's the house? All I see is the parking lot. Well, I guess the house ain't here no more. Get a lot of that here in Huntsville. Huntsville is a city of what used to be. But anyway, over on that corner right there, if we're looking at this same view, you notice there's a reference, the church is the reference point. But I'm going to put in a picture here and show you. You're going to see a building that direction, a big, huge building right there. Used to be the first courthouse and post office. Used to be. Of course, they quickly tore it down. And then over there about where those cars were parked was the Elks Theater. Was the Elks Theater. It's not there anymore. Of course, of urban development. And Huntsville's offending, again, I'm going to say it and keep saying it, for tearing things down that are old because they were stupid to do it. Let me cross this bustling street here in Huntsville. They tore them down and they're gone, and all we have is a big ass damn parking lot for this church. Churches actually own most of these parking lots right around here. That's why they're here. I tell you what, churches are fine, but a church is the world's worst about tearing down a historical building. They don't give one flying you know what. They will tear it down. Because as soon as I pass this car, I'll tell you. Because I tell you something, you know, a church is a good thing. I believe in religion, but a church is out to gain members and make money just like any other place. So when you have, what did they do? They parked in that lot, now they're pulling out. When you have a attendance that you want to grow, then you can't grow it if they don't have a place to park. So what you do is you make sure that you have plenty of parking and draw the people in, because the more people you draw in, the more donations they make to the church and the more money the church has. That's the way that works. So if you got an old building next to a church, that sucker's a goner. There's another attorney. All right, guys, turn the camera off. Here's a tip for you. As a single guy, if I pass you and you're looking at a cell phone, I will not pay attention to you. I will purposely ignore you. It's just the way it is. Oh yeah, look here. Site. The Huntsville Inn. 3-story, big building, horse safety, something. Okay, well, whatever. Where is it? Is this it? Not a lawyer's office, by the way. Doesn't look like it. Looks too new. Yep, lawyers. The city of lawyers. Huntsville is the city of lawyers. For rent, small office utilities included. You know what go good there? Lawyer's office. Lawyers. Public law library. Well, that'd be an entertaining day for sure to go visit the public law library, wouldn't it? Boys and Girls Club of America. Another lawyer. So what do we learn here again? Let me rephrase that again. If you like to come downtown and visit lawyers' offices, this is the city for you. Lawyers. There's Jimmy John's. That's the difference. Wow, you mean you can go in to eat there? It's not a lawyer's office. All right, let's stop right here for a second. You see this place used to be a theater. It was built about 1948. It's called Sammy T's Music Hall. I have a history of this place. Back when I was a kid, 20, 21, 22 years old, when I was like all other guys that age that thought that the only way you had a good time was by getting drunk, I used to come here and hang out. And no bad scenes here, but this is one of the places when I had my one and only DUI, this is where I had been that evening. I started out here and then I went around the corner, and I'll show you where over there. I've never been back to this place and I never will. Okay, you see that place over there? It says Mercantile. It used to be a department store. It's a real neat building. It's got a staircase up in the front of it, in the center rather, and that's where I wound up one night, the night I had that DUI, and got drunk, got pulled over, had a wreck, all good stuff. Nope. Yeah, that was a bad trip that night for sure. I got a truck just like this. Oh, wait a minute, this is my truck. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. All right, then. Boy, I worked up a good sweat on this tour. Oh, time to turn some air conditioning on. I've dropped about 3 pounds just like that already. And it's not even been a week. It's been about 5 days since I've been trying to lose, and I already got that much off. So I was sore first couple 3 days of walking, but it's getting better now. I'm getting my stamina back up. And I'll say this again: if you're out of shape, or even if you don't think you're out of shape, You'll be surprised the first time you try to walk around the city like this, how out of breath you are. It's sad, it really is. All right, guys, well, I'm going to wrap this up and head towards the house. I got to get some gas. Put the old low fuel lights on. I'm driving the old F-150, and I'll tell you, this is an awesome truck. See you. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to tack on some pictures of either have done it during the video or I may just put them on here at the end. So stay tuned.